Okay folks, today I'm going to install a folding cargo carrier. I purchased this one on Amazon for about $130. It's from Arxon. It is made in USA. It's right here. It's got really high walls, which I like because it's able to carry a lot of stuff without me wondering if the strap tie downs are going to hold my stuff or not. I can put luggage in here. I can put my bicycles. I can lean the bicycles against the cage. This is going to be really handy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and open up this package. I already opened it up ahead of time, but I just want you to see what it's going to look like when the package is open. Here you go. Okay, so this is going to come in the width of 60 inches, which is going to be narrower than the width of your car. So don't worry that it's going to stick out. I already measured it. It comes with a full cage assembled like that with 4 walls, okay? And it's going to come with 2 spring brackets. It's going to come with a cross beam. It's going to come with the fold-up beam that's going to stick into your tow hitch receiver. Okay, you got these bolts right here that's going to attach to your spring brackets. You got 4 little bolts right here. You're going to have these little lock pins to hold up the walls of your cage. You're going to have this lock pin right here that's going to go into your tow hitch receiver, and some of these right here, I'm not sure what they are yet, but we'll get to those. And I got reflector stickers. You might need more than just 2 reflector stickers because I like to stick 2 to the rear of the tow hitch receiver when it's down with my cargo. But when I fold it up, I like to have another sticker right on in case I drive with it attached while it's folded up. So maybe 3 or 4 stickers. Maybe you want to go to Harbor Freight and purchase some more. Okay. Oh, my bad. Here, there's a third one right here. It was right underneath. Good thing. But you might want to buy more anyways. These little tiny stickers are just kind of tiny. So let's get started. Okay. So these walls, they do fold up. Okay. They're ready to go. Okay. It's very easy, plug and play. Everything I do is fairly easy. These walls do fold out just like this. Okay. These 2 walls do fold out. Okay. And when you take this bar, you can totally see that this bar hooks up just like that. Oops, let me get this out of the way. It hooks up just like that, and your lock pins will go right in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and stick a lock pin in there just to hold it for now until we can figure all this out. Okay, I'm going to stick in a lock pin right here and go from there. There you go. Super easy, right? Everything I do is super easy. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Stick in the corners. Bam! Another super easy lock pin. Stick it in the hole right here. There you go. Spring it in. There you go. All 4 walls are up. As easy as that. Now I'm going to lay it on its side. Remember, we are going to work on the side with a permanent hinge. Okay, the reason why we're working on the side with a permanent hinge is because this is where it's going to hook up to your car. The other side's got to be able to fold down for you to load and unload your supplies. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lean this up on its side just like this so we could get underneath the basket. Let's lean this. There you go. It's leaning just like that. So what I'm going to do next, right here, I'm going to get this huge cross beam right here, and I'm going to line it up with the 3 holes that are in the middle of this cage. If you can totally see it, okay, it's going to look just like that. There's 3 holes on this lock beam, on this support beam that's going to go underneath. Okay, the end that has the hole right here is going to be sticking out. This is the part that's going to hook up to your foldable hinge right here that's going to go to your vehicle. Okay, so this shouldn't be hard to do. And when I install that, I'm going to want to take the spring bracket and I'm going to put it right here. The middle hole right there. So 1 long bolt's going to go through the spring bracket, the support beam, and the cage. Okay, and I'm going to use the short bolts on the side right there, those holes right there. I'm going to take the other spring And I'm going to do the same for this hole right here. So we have 2 of these spring brackets. It's going to hold right here in the middle, and 2 short bolts are going to go in those side holes right there. Okay. Okay, I already put on the middle support beam, but I kept it loose just so you guys could see. I took the longest 3 bolts and I already installed them. Okay, so what I did was I started with the middle one. The middle one, what you want to do is, let me show you what the short bolts on the sequence of the bolts. Okay, you got your fastener, your bolt, you got your washer. Okay, you take your bolt and your washer and you stick it through the hole on the other side where the cage is. The bottom of the cage right there. See the bolt and the washer, you stick it through the cage, and then you stick it through your middle support beam. After you stick it through your middle support beam, you're going to take another washer and put it over there. Then you're going to take your lock washer. It's this one with the split in there. You take your lock washer, you put it on there, and then you take your nut, and there you go. Okay, that's the middle part. Okay, the rear and the forward part of the support beam is a little different because it has the spring brackets on there. So right after you put on your support beams, you want to stick your bolt and washer through the cage and into your support beam, and then you put your spring bracket on. After you put your spring bracket on, then you put your washer, your lock washer, and then your nut. There you go. Okay, so the only difference between these forward and rear bolts compared to the middle one is the middle one doesn't have a spring bracket. Only the rear and only the forward portion of the support beam have a support bracket. Okay, so let's tighten those in right now, and we'll leave the side ones a little loose. Okay, we want to put in the small bolts in temporarily just for now, in order to tighten the middle ones, because once you tighten the middle ones, the side ones might not line up. So let's go ahead and put in these 4 small ones. Okay, the 4 small ones go in just the same way as I did the middle bracket. Okay, bolt and washer, go through the cage. Okay, after you go through the cage, go through the spring bracket. After you go through the spring bracket, put on another washer, then you put on the lock washer, and then you put on your nut. Okay, put all of those in temporarily for now. Okay, all 7 bolts are on. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. They're all on loosely. Okay, right there, nut, lock, washer, regular washer, spring bracket, and then your cage. Okay, right there. Same thing right here, except you got your support beam in the middle right there. Okay, so you got all 7 on there, right? And on the other side, it's all going to look like this. It's all going to look like that right there. Fastener and washer right there. Fastener and washer. Okay, in all 7 places. The 3 middle ones are long, and the 4 outer ones are short fasteners. Okay, just keep that in mind when you install it. Now we're going to tighten them down. These bolts are all 17 millimeter. I'm going to use an impact 17 millimeter socket, and I'm going to use a 17 millimeter wrench on the other side to do this. I might not even need the wrench. Let's try that. I do. There you go. Okay, bottom one's a little tough. Oops, I'm gonna have to stick this out a little bit. Get some room to do this. There you go. Let's get the 3 bottom ones. The 3 bottom ones are a little tougher even to put on by hand because I gotta do a reach around just like this. So if you got really short arms, you're pretty much screwed. Okay. One more. Bam, there you go. Looks good. good, just like that. Now I'm going to lay it down. Wow, look at this. It's a little heavy. You're probably going to need about 2 people to bring this over to your car. Especially me, I'm probably going to need 4 people because I'm just a skinny ass. I'm 6 feet tall and only 175 pounds, even though I look fat on screen. It's because of the wide angle camera lens, that's all. I'm not fat, guys. So here you go. This is your cage right here. Your cage got these lock pins on the side that you can unclip, and they fold down for you to load all your stuff on, and it folds back up for you to lock on here. And it looks pretty sturdy. It's really heavy steel. Okay, and the next step is this doohickey right here. All right, so let's check out how this thing works. Okay, this portion right here took some figuring out, but I finally figured it out. Okay, so your big bracket right here is going to have one huge hole. Okay, this huge hole is your main pivot right here that's going to go in here. So what you do is you put it right there. You take your huge ass bolt. Where did it go? Your huge ass bolt with your washer. Okay, you slip it through one end. I don't care either end. I'm only doing it this way so you guys can see the other end. I'm going to take my other washer, stick it over here. It comes with a lock ring. You see this lock ring because it has a split. Put it over here, put on my nut, okay, and screw it in. I'm not going to tighten it right now because I want to show you what it's going to look like when you hitch it up to your trailer. When you hitch it up to your trailer, you're going to take this other nut that comes with a lock pin right here. You're going to slip it through to lock it in, okay? And you just lock it in, this cotter pin looking thing, and it's going to stay just like that while it's on your tow hitch receiver. Okay, so the minute that you want to fold it up, what you do is you take out your lock pin, you remove it, okay, and then you fold this up. You fold this up and you put your lock pin back in down here. When you put your lock pin back here, it should hold in this position. Okay, so but when you fold it back up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to collapse all the walls. Okay, by collapsing all the walls, I mean take out these lock pins from each corner, fold it down, and you're going to see this slot right in the middle right here. This slot is going to most likely attach to this slot, and it's going to go have its own separate lock pin that you install. Okay, so you take your lock pins. Okay, once you take your lock pins, go ahead and lock it onto here with here, and take your other lock pin and just put it back inside the hole, just to save it for the next time you want to open up your cage walls again. Okay, so right here you got 3 points right here that's going to go into your tow hitch receiver. So if you look right here on the back of my car, see right there, it's got a hole. I'm not sure if it's too dark. It's got a hole right here for your for another lock pin for the bars to stick right in there. Okay, so you can go to Harbor Freight or any auto parts or a hardware store and buy your own lock pin for your tow hitch receiver. I would recommend you buy one that has a combination or a lock, because these do get stolen. Okay, they're very expensive. They do get stolen. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so my last portion of the installation is this reflectors. Okay, I don't care where you put these. It's mostly preference, but it's got to be visible to the car in back of you. So most likely I'm gonna peel and stick it right here, and one on the other side, and most likely I'm gonna lean this back up this way, and I'm gonna stick one on the back side. So when I do drive around with this collapsed, the car in the back can also see a reflector in the back. Okay guys, all right, hope you enjoyed this video.